How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Lead Therapy, and thank you so very much for taking time for tuning into my video. A Texas federal court rejects carry ban for adults under 21. I know a lot of you probably heard about this already, but I think some people are confused about exactly what's going on. It's a big win for Second Amendment advocates, but Thursday's decision by U.S. District Court Judge Mark Pittman won't immediately change Texas law. The judge has stayed his ruling for 30 days to give the state time to appeal, which raises some questions just about how hard Republican officials will fight to keep the current ban in place, especially with polls suggesting a majority of Texas voters are in favor of additional gun control measures, including raising the age to purchase a rifle or shotgun from 18 to 21. While the idea might be politically popular, it would also be unconstitutional. Pittman struck down the state's carry ban on adults under the age of 21 for the most obvious of reasons. The age group has clearly been able to access their Second Amendment rights throughout U.S. history, including at the time of the founding. And here is just part of Judge Pittman's opinion. Are law-abiding 18 to 20-year-olds part of the people mentioned in the Second Amendment? As explained below, the court concludes that they are. To start, the Second Amendment does not mention any sort of age restriction. This absence is notable. When the framers meant to impose age restrictions, they did so expressly. Instead, the Second Amendment only refers to the people, which various founding-era dictionaries define as a reference for those who make up the national community. In accord with that understanding, Heller said that the people is a term of art and refers to all members of the political community, not an unspecified subset. Heller's interpretation found support in an earlier decision, United States versus Verdugo-Urquidez, which considered the Fourth Amendment's reference to the people. There, the court interpreted the phrase to encompass those persons who are part of the national community, or those who have sufficient connection with this country to be considered part of that community, and without challenging Heller's interpretation. Bruen said that it was undisputed that the ordinary law-abiding adult citizens are part of the people whom the Second Amendment protects. With this guidance, the court asks a simple question. Are law-abiding 18 to 20-year-olds properly considered members of the political community and part of the national community? And the answer is yes. And based on that answer, the court concludes that law-abiding 18 to 20-year-olds are part of the people referenced in the Second Amendment. The conclusion is unsurprising. Heller stated that the Second Amendment right is exercised individually and belongs to all Americans. Pittman went on to point out that 18 to 20-year-olds clearly are able to exercise other constitutionally protected rights, including the freedom of speech and the Fourth Amendment's protections against unreasonable search and seizures. As Pittman noted, the debates over the ratification of the 14th Amendment didn't include any discussion whether it should apply to 18-year-olds or only limited to those over the age of 21, especially with the voting age set at 18. It's really hard to argue that 18, 19, and 20-year-olds are entitled to exercise every individual right except the right to keep and bear arms, regardless of any political ramifications. Judge Pittman made the right call. If Texas is looking for some sort of middle ground between a carry ban or allowing 18-year-olds to carry under the state's constitutional carry law, legislators could always adopt a provisional concealed carry license for adults under the age of 21, as the state of Kansas has done, but simply barring young adults from exercising their right to bear arms in self-defense goes beyond mere regulation of that right and falls squarely into the infringement territory. I think the judge's opinion was spot on. Let me know your thoughts about the judge opinion in the comment section down below. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, or if I gave you some information you didn't know, please take time to like, share, and subscribe and hit those post notifications. And I will see you guys in the next video.